and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Armani Paradise and this is my new YouTube channel where we talk about health and fitness and anything else that comes to mind. Today we are going to jump right in to my 3 components to health video. For my very beginner, this video is really for y'all. If you have been kind of confused on where to start your workout routine and how to even make one, I'm here to give you guys a template of how I started, how easy I made it for myself to make it a routine so that you guys can do the same. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. So my second component to health and nutrition would be the gym. This is my favorite. I'm not even kidding. Nutrition, whatever. The gym? Ooh, girl. A lot of people come up to me and they're like, I don't even know what to do at the gym when I go to the gym. I got some tips for you, okay? One thing that I really did once I got into health and fitness was I started to look up YouTubers that I really enjoyed watching, or I would look up people and girls on Instagram and see things that they were doing and kind of implement those workouts into what I was doing. I started to get to the point where I knew so many workouts of influencers that I was watching that I could go to the gym and create my own workout that day. It was always super fun for me to do the same workouts in like 5 different ways. So another part would be with your workouts, you're going to want to have at least 5 or 6 exercises. If you want to bulk up your muscles, because you're going to want to do high weight and low reps. On the other hand, if you want to lean out, I'm gonna grab those lighter weights and do like 20 to 30 of that exercise. That is what leans out your muscle. Another really good thing I like to do is superset them. If you don't know what a superset is, it's basically, let's say you're doing bicep curls and then you're going to go right immediately after you finish your bicep curls into a seated row. And you do no rest in between. So you do 10 bicep curls and then you go to seated row, 10 seated rows, and then you take a rest. You don't just do that one workout, rest, and then do the next workout. It's like right in between. If you haven't supersetted any of your exercises yet, I highly suggest you do that because that was a real big pusher for me, integrating supersets into my workouts. You really don't want to push yourself too hard. You do want to push yourself, okay? You want things to be difficult. But like I've said in a previous video, you don't want to go so hard that you're so sore that you never want to go back again. We're talking about implementing it to our lives to make it a lifestyle. So if every time you do this specific workout and you hate it, why are you going to keep doing it? You're not. It's just unrealistic. Another big thing too is you don't have to weightlift if you don't want to. I really like to lift weights. I like to bodybuild. I like to do things like that. That's not what floats your boat, okay? Don't do it. Find rock climbing, find marathons, like find what you really love that makes you active and go with it. There's so many different ways to be active, and once you find your specific way that you want to keep active for the rest of your life, you're going to implement that and you're going to want to do it every single day instead of, again, you know? What I want you to do is go into the gym. If they have spaces where you know people can't see you and there's a mirror, that's really what you want. I know there's a place in my gym that has like a little back room with like a huge mirror. No one's gonna see me. If you don't want people to watch you, I would suggest to go into like a corner, put your phone up if you don't have a mirror, and just watch yourself and really make sure that like the videos that you're watching matches up with what you're doing and what you see in the mirror or in your phone. Once you build those muscles up as well, like maybe at first you can't really do this form correctly because your back isn't strong enough or you know your core isn't strong enough. Start with a low weight. Over time, your body is going to be strong enough to support that form. Just make sure you don't get injured in the process. If it hurts, let's just skip that one, okay? Okay, let's talk cardio. Like I've said before, a lot of people think that they have to run to have their cardio, which really isn't true. Cardio is so good for your heart health, and it's good for your digestive health. It's really, overall, this is really good for you. In general, in your life, you probably should do some type of cardio. Walking is good. Like I've said, any daily activity that is active and fun, that's what you want to implement into your life to make it a healthy habit. If you're on a weight loss program, what you want to do is 25 to 30 minutes, or I'll step on the stair stepper, which kills, okay? Really, it also depends on what your goals are and what you are trying to achieve with cardio and the gym and or just like being active in general, right? My third and last component to health would be motivation and recovery. Recovery is super important. You want to stretch almost every single day that you work out or you're active. Stretching is extremely important in not being so stiff and tight and really releasing all the lactic acid that's built up from when you do work out. I personally see a chiropractor. I would also suggest seeing a chiropractor. They are amazing, literal miracle workers. Seek help if something hurts. If something starts to hurt, ask somebody about why do you think this hurts. On your rest days, you really want to take that time of like 20 to 30 minutes of just deep stretching, breathing through your muscles, and relaxing. Leisure walks and active play are also really good for rest days and recovery. You want to do something that you enjoy doing, but it might not be what's your regimen every day. Rest days are also super important because you don't want to overwork your muscles. So when your muscles don't have enough recovery time, you're basically just constantly breaking them. There's no way that they can regrow if you're just always using them and always breaking those muscle fibers. Sleep is also extremely important. If you want your muscles to grow, you're gonna want to sleep. Grow inches in height overnight too as well. That's really where most of your muscle growth happens, and you also can burn a bunch of calories while you sleep. This is like the biggest chunk of the day where most of your muscles are being built, is when you sleep. Obviously the gym is important, that's where it starts, but then where it really happens is when you go to sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Now let's talk motivation. My biggest tip for beginners to making a huge habit is just going to go. When I was a beginner, I would go to the gym maybe for 20 minutes if I didn't want to stay any longer. I would hit the treadmill for 10 minutes and then maybe do 1 or 2 workouts, and then I'd leave because that's all I felt that day. But I still went, even if I wasn't feeling 100%. The reason why it's such a habit now is because I went every single day. No matter how I was feeling, no matter whatever circumstances were going on, I made it a priority to go every day, and so it turned into a habit. I also started to write down my goals. I started to write down where I was at and where I wanted to get at. Another thing that I did was I didn't make any rules around gym. The way my brain works is if I make a set rule for myself saying you have to do 25 minutes, if I don't want to do 25 minutes, I'm not going to. So it's either I'm going to do 20 minutes or I'm not going to do it at all. So I made it a point to myself to go even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes. It's better than nothing. I know a lot of my friends too that are starting to lose weight. It's going to take time and it's going to take a lot of effort. And I know a lot of people don't really have the time and effort as much anymore with work and school or whatever that's going on. But if it's important to you, you're gonna make it a priority. Meal prepping is a really good way for doing that. If you don't have much time to make your meals every day, meal prepping them before you go, and then if you work, just take your meal prep with you to work. You want to make this entire process extremely easy on yourself because you don't want to stop doing it. You don't want it to make it so hard that you can't do it anymore. That's really what health and fitness is. It's a lifestyle choice. Okay, so those are my 3 components to health and nutrition. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If it helped you, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I am going to be coming out with more content, probably some more workout videos, so watch out for those so you guys can implement those into your workout. I will see you next time. Stay happy, stay fit, stay healthy.